from bronze to mythic. If I could only open some rares.
That's freaking terrible.
But we'll work hard to solve the format.
7 wins.
And I'm sure we'll make it there.
All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to Bronze To Mythic. Show draft our account from Bronze To Mythic, episode 22, drafts 22, Diamond Tier 2. Last few drafts were pretty good, honestly. If you missed those, make sure you watch them on YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, support the content as always. Right, Karn? Always the like button, okay? Cover you up here. Like, comment, subscribe, support the content, and look at make that final push into Mythic. The line is 26.5, so we got 4 more drafts to get there and make the under. I'm feeling pretty good. Let's do this. Everybody say Ugin. Come on, Ugin. Man, that is a lot of Jeskai cards. Holy moly. So, what do you do with this pack? Huh? Amy with the raid. Perfect timing. It's here for Amy. Amy's great. Bronze To Mythic, episode 22. We're Diamond 2 trying to make Mythic today. And we've opened up quite the pack. Jeskai cards for days. Grappler, Shrine Keeper. We got Quarry Mountain Stalwart, Exhale, Shock Brigade, Current. The question is, what in the world do you do with this pack? I almost don't hate like taking the Shrine Keeper and planning on being like 5-color dragons and pass all the Jeskai and Boros cards and Mardu cards. Stalwart's great. Grappler's great. Grappler's like pretty hard to use, honestly. I kind of like this. And maybe we table like a land or an Exhale or a Monument. Yeah, let's take Shrine Keeper. I'll take the Dragon. See where that puts us. Obviously, we're going to read signals as well. But again, thanks for rating. Appreciate that. If you don't follow Amy, you're dumb. Amy's freaking great. And we get past the pack with not a lot of excellent things here. So Bodyguard's kind of fine. A lot of like mid-tier cards here, right? Bodyguard's okay. Stormslinger's okay. Surge is okay. Severance is okay. Relic is less than okay. We have a Devotee and a Maneuver, also an Exhale and a land. If we wanted to kind of go down that Dragon route, Exhale's pretty good, as is the land. Wait, where are you going, Karn? I thought we were working together, man. I thought we were going to make a draft, though. Come on. All right. So, yeah, I mean, like, none of these cards are particularly super exciting. I kind of like Exhale here, honestly. All right, bye, Karn. See you later. These cards are great. Yeah, just take the Exhale. Just waiting to Exhale, you know? Oh, man. All right, third pick Frontline Rush is pretty brutal. That card is insane. Not much else in the pack. There's a Dawnbreaker as well. How does it set up my soundboard? What soundboard are you talking about? I don't hear any sounds. What are you talking about? Huh? Hi. All right, so, I mean, Frontline Rush is pretty insane. It's pretty hard to not take Frontline Rush here. There really isn't a card we can take otherwise, I don't think. Like, Dawnbreaker is drafting down too far. Oh, the soundboard's off. Oh, shit. Sorry. I have a confession to make. All right, I've been hitting my soundboard drops all this whole time, too. I'm hitting them nasty. God, unbelievable.
I look like a jackass.
All right, well, sorry about that. Yeah, I had the sound muted because I was watching StarCraft during the intro. I was eating my like late lunch and watching StarCraft, so I apologize. My bad, sorry. I've been soundboarding like a madman. I can hear it, you can't. I'm the worst streamer ever. Welcome to the stream. All right, so Pack Beast and not much else. There's a Windscarred Crag here also. It does suck if we pass so much Boros stuff, but we probably just need to take the Pack Beast here. It's very important to like take what you're being given. I think people focus a little too much on the cards they pass rather than the cards they're being passed, because you're being passed cards for 2 packs and you're only getting passed cards back for 1, right? So even if we ship the absolute, if every person behind us is Jeskai, right? But we're getting a ton of Jeskai going this pack, we'll get 2 packs of good Jeskai stuff, one bad pack, or vice versa. So we're getting the hook, yeah. So way back in the day, when money drafts were popular, your goal in a team draft where you'd be seated opposite teams, like so it's like A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, was to try and hook the person next to you, pass a good Jeskai card, and then go Jeskai, try and cut them. That's a story for another day, though. So we get a late Armament Dragon. So, you know, a 5-color dragon could be a plan here as well. There isn't much else, honestly, to take here. Narcissus Rebuke is not a card I want to 5th pick, and the rest of the pack's kind of bad. So take the dragon. Take dragon. Take the most powerful card. Gonna keep it open here and see where it takes us. Here's a Mardu Monument, an Overwhelming Surge, a Piercing Exhale, Lie in Wait. I mean, Mardu Monument is... It's not, like, super exciting, right? It looks like we're more Jeskai than Mardu. And Overwhelming Surge is also, like, pretty medium. It's the card that's, like, most likely to make our deck. So, like, even though XL might be better if we end up being dragons, let's take the Surge. Surge is a pretty good hedge. Where whether we're Jeskai or whether we're a 5-color, this card makes our deck either way. So, take the Surge. Let me get past a... Oh my god. Okay. Tomb Guard, Dragon Spray, and nothing. So I'm glad we have like the out here of like maybe just going into a possible like 5-color deck because we haven't we're getting cut off here pretty hard as far as this this Boros Jeskai kind of plan. There's late Dragon Spray. Black looks kind of open. We do have the Armament Dragon as well, so I think that pivoting into like a multicolor deck is super reasonable. And yeah, Bargain's pretty good too, but like really off our colors here. Whereas Prey is like, you know, arguably better and then much easier to cast. So take the Prey. However, there's another Pack Beast. So now what?
Pop quiz, hot shot.
2 Pack Beasts and a Frontline Rush is a pretty good start to a potential like creature heavy like Boros deck. Bloodfell Caves makes much more sense if we're like still going down this path. We haven't seen much white. And remember, Pack 2 is going to be awful for white stuff. I'm thinking of land. I think that we don't have a lot yet, and Pack 2 would be dreadful for us. And we see here a lot of the Jeskai cards are obviously taken. A late Exhale is great. It's a Monument too, but Exhale's phenomenal if we are 5-color dragons. Passing a Current and a Practitioner, so still passing the white cards to the person next to people next to us downstream. Yeah, I like this. Take the Exhale. Keep the dragon stuff going. Cove tables also great. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, take the Cove. We could still be Jeskai for sure. We have 2 cards that are not Jeskai, but they both are quite good. So kind of open in that regard. Goodbye Singer, goodbye Bodyguard. That's fine. Take a Cove. And now we are running out of cards. I mean, Betrayal is playable. It's a really weird card that, like, it's, like, really good against the slow decks and terrible against the aggro decks, but it's still a fine card to main deck if you are looking for that kind of effect. The rest of the cards are all terrible, so sure. And a late Abzan Devotee, which could definitely fix our mana if we are multiple colors. Twin Bolts, meh. Sentinels, meh. Sure. Black does seem a little bit open here. And let's keep going here. So, Pack 2, what do we got? We got a Sidisi.
Still a piece of garbage.
Still a stinker. We've got a Revival of the Ancestors. This card is very good. It is, of course, an Abzan card, but it is very good. Revival of the Ancestors, 5-mana saga, 3 tokens, 3 counters, and then trample and lifelink. So it's effectively 3 2/2 flyers for 4, with some lifelink too, which is pretty nice. Pretty hard to cast, but I think we're going to be in that space either way. There's also a Exhale, which would be a much safer pick, but I kind of like just rocking and rolling here. We've got 2 red cards, 2 blue cards. I don't have any green cards yet, but like that's fine. Kind of weird, but sure. I'm in. Let's just go for broke here. Chad has brought up that my win rate with these multicolor decks is not great. I think the last few have not gone great. I think early on we were doing good, but all right. So just get Monument's pretty good. We could definitely use the fixing, and it's like fine. Mammoth Bellows is nice, but I think his card's a little worse when you're like the 5-color deck. It's hard to flash back, and if it's like your first big creature, they kind of just bounce it or kill it. We got a Highlands here, a Champion, a Pummeler, but Monument's pretty nice. I think better than Rebuff. Not a big rebuff fan. Need the fixing for sure. Rot Curse Rush Shaka.
You're saying it wrong.
Also, Sweep and a Trawlers, a Maneuver, and a Sultai Devotee. Kind of weird because we're like... Actually, they're not flyers, so sorry, but... So really important to have base colors in your multicolor deck, you know? The Sweep is pretty good. It's kind of weird to be splashing green. This green's usually like the fixing color, but I think it's Sweep. Trawlers is pretty good too, but I think I like Sweep here. Pretty high upside. Oh my god. I mean, this card's freaking busto. We're not very creaturey yet, but this card is pretty damn broken and well worth building around. Just an absolutely unbeatable card if you have any sort of board presence at all. Siege. We got a Vanguard, an Assistant, Land, Envoy. Yeah, I can't not take the rare. Just keep taking rares, folks. And honestly, I don't mind Skirmish Rhino here. I think that like base Abzani is reasonable. Sultai Monument's fine, but like I think we can make the Rhino work. Sultai Monument is we can. It's close, honestly. Maybe just the Monument. It's a pretty good Abzan card so far. Obviously, we're kind of off that as well, but let's take the Rhino. I've passed a lot of Skirmish Rhinos in this series, so Sultai Monument again, or a Bloodfell Caves. I think we want the Monument. A little light in the 2 slot. And Caves is... We have 1, 2. We definitely need some more lands, but take the Monument. Take Monument. So a couple Monuments here. We got a late Purging Stormbrood. Pretty great card. Also Saga Pummeler. It's fine. Take the old Dragon.
Marvelous creatures, dragons, aren't they?
Not seeing a lot of lands. Let me see a blue Exhale or a white Exhale. I think it's definitely white Exhale. A, we're more base white, and B, we want their removal spell. We are going to probably play this blue Exhale, but blue looks to be one of our least populous colors. So, like, it's going to be we're not going to have it early, whereas this Exhale is phenomenal. So, take Exhale.
Gentlemen, behold!
And don't really want any of these cards. Looks like we're almost like base Mardu or Abzan, which is a little weird. Our Abzan cards, there aren't that many green cards either. But definitely need more fixing, like really, really badly. But Rebuke is fine. We're also flush of playables, so like that's kind of nice. You can kind of tailor based on what we got. All these cards are pretty bad. Under Battle Veteran is pretty bad. I mean, all these cards are bad. Whatever. I don't think we're playing these cards. Take the Lifelinker. And another pretty bad pack. Okay. We do have I mean, Team or Devotee could make the deck if we're desperate. I guess the Artisan might be better if we're like definitely red. All right. So looking for a pack 3. We open up a Warden of the Grove. That's a pretty good one. Pretty good rare there.
The spirit of Sauron endured.
Stormbrood's also good. There's a land. There's an Exhale. Warden puts us... I mean, we don't have any red cards either. Like, we're probably not playing the Rush. Probably playing the Artisan. At that point, Rebuke's going to end. I think we're kind of like base... We're base Abzan, but we're like not that green. But I think that this card's like too good to pass. I think being green is also reasonable too. So, this card's pretty busted. So, take the Warden. Get past a Battlefront, a Snare, a Tactician, a land. Snare is obviously quite good. Yeah, let's take the Snare. So, I think we're base Abzan. Our mana needs work. Our mana base right now is quite bad, honestly. So, yeah, pretty easy Snare. Take the Snare. I think it's premium card here or land. And we get past Exhale, Exhale, Backwater. Playable-wise, I think we're doing pretty good. Like, we've got, 19-ish playables, and I still want to play all of these, but could take a land here. Third White Exhale. Currently only have... We have 3 dragons, so our Exhales are pretty good. Yeah, I think that white Exhale is actually better than black Exhale in our deck. All right. No, another land here. Blue Exhale is not even in the equation. Red Exhale is pretty good, but red's a pretty light splash at this point. Just gonna take the land. Yeah, so it's 3 lands. Another late red Exhale. Jeez, you're killing me here. Pack Beast too. Yeah, you have 7 creatures. Our Siege is looking pretty bad, unfortunately. If we end up not playing it, it's fine. Super high value pick either way. I mean, I think we kind of need this card, unfortunately. Take the Sentinel. Jeez, man. Taking another Sentinel here? It's kind of gross. Yeah, I think it's just Sentinel again. I mean, it's not great, but we're kind of desperate for fixing and for early creatures. So here's a Trawlers. I think Trawlers is pretty good in this deck. We have a lot of spells. We're going to be having a bad creature in the graveyard a lot of the time. Looks like a hot mess. You watch your mouth, all right? I know what I'm doing. Trawlers is good. And Jungle Hollow will Windmill Slam land. And Rashaka's Bargain. Yeah, sure. Need more lands, for sure. The Bargain. We do have a lot of, like, weight on these. We have 2 Monuments and a Sentinel, so... Another late Pack Beast. Obviously, we're not even playing the first one, I don't think. Tactician is also blank in our deck. It's pretty ugly. That is a 2/4. Definitely a messy draft, so I'm not gonna try and deny it, you know. I only actually have a few green cards, but I think the leopard is just like, yeah. And all right, so a little bit of deck building to do here also. Jade Cast Sentinel could be in the deck, perhaps. Yeah, we definitely. Green didn't seem super open, so I don't know if we could have gotten into Abzan. I feel like we've fallen into the multicolor trap again, where like we kind of like just went into a multicolor deck without having like a real reason to do so, which is not ideal. And now our deck looks kind of bad, but we'll figure it out. So, because green's usually pretty open, you know. That being said, our card quality is interesting. Siege. I got a Tomb Guard, a Nurturer. This is 27 cards. This is certainly a pile of cards you've got here. I regret the thing I did. This card's pretty bad. Our mana base is not great. How did this happen? Like, how did we end up here? You know? How did this happen? Our mana's like pretty bad too. It's definitely gotten a lot harder to draft these multicolor deck. Yeah, I think we did pretty poorly with this draft, honestly. This deck looks absolutely horrendous, but that's okay. We're going to win some games, so no worries. Yeah, we probably could have had, like, a decent, like, black-white deck, maybe. We just, like, played creatures. Like, what are we splashing these colors for, you know? All right, let's try and fix this. Let's try and fix this. What if we just, like, cut all the off-color cards? And just played, like, the creatures. You know, like... Then we still have Now we only have 2 dragons. This monument's gone. This monument's gone. That looks pretty bad too. I feel like I've definitely had a few drafts in this format where like the draft ends and I'm like, what the fuck did I do? You know, like what happened? You know, like this doesn't like happen in modern day Magic either, where you're just like, you know, you just don't have like a playable deck. Somehow we've done it though. Because like now all of our cards are terrible. We're playing these Sentinels that are just terrible and like everything else. I think we just like need to play all the colors. But like we have the problem we've run into a bunch of different times where like we have this 5-color like plan, but we're playing 5 colors for freaking uncommons and not rares and mythics, which is like really, really bad. Okay. 19. Jesus, man. Trawlers. The monuments do make multiple bodies for the siege, which is kind of good. Assault Road Pack Priest is really bad. 2 red cards and 4 blue cards. I feel like we just need to put creatures in our deck. Just cut this card. Like, without creatures, like, our best cards just don't do anything, really, in theory. We could still splash for... Maybe we just don't play the red dragon, don't play the red cards. Then we cut the Jeskai Monument, also cut the Monument, the dragon. It's like a seal deck. And we play... like, Tomb Guard and, like... I mean, Tactician's really pretty bad too, but this is 13 creatures, not counting the Monument, and the Revival-making tokens also. Our Pack Beast is still pretty bad. How do you feel about Sand Scooter Outrider, right? How do you feel about that card? We kind of just like, so when you're in a spot like this, all right, you've finished a draft, you have an absolute pile of garbage in front of you. You need to figure out like how are we gonna win some games? Like what does a winning game for us look like? It's probably just play creatures and play Siege, you know, or Armament Dragon, one of our big kind of payoffy cards. We have a Warden, we have some rares, you know, and then we can look at I think the Outrider's just like kind of fine. Sure. Just play some creatures. So we're splashing for Trawler and Bargain, which is basically free with these lands. And I guess we'll play an island, which I don't really love, but that's fine. Ow. Yeah, there's 2 bodies for Siege, 2 bodies for Pack Beast. Now we're at 14 creatures. Blood Flies is really, really bad, but maybe we should need to cut like any random spell for it. Double Sentinel, Monument. We could remove... I mean, the Trawlers is like... We have 5 instants and 1 sorcery. Trawler seems pretty good. It's pretty easy splash, too. Kind of want the Monument anyway. Jadecast Sentinel is pretty mopey. And again, like, this makes creatures also. So, you know, right now our spells, some real deck building here. Come on, help me out. Help me out here. What are we doing?
We have technology.
Got the betrayal. For literally any creature. The blue's free. It's just like Trawlers is good, Bargain's good, and we just need spells. So I'm gonna add. Is it Bloodflies or one Tempest Hawk? It's always Bloodflies, right? All right. So we're at 15 creatures, not counting the Revival or the Monument as creatures. And that's kind of it. You know, we could not splash. It was Monument too. Yeah, this, and we have Sentinels too. This is fine. All right, so pretty messy deck. I'm not gonna lie, not gonna sugarcoat it here, but it is what it is. Source wise, need one of each, and then we need we are base black white. So we're looking at 7/6. This forest. 7/7/2/3. We have 2 Sentinels and a Monument, though. So, like, getting our colors shouldn't be that difficult, which is fine. 3 Exhales and only 2 Dragons is kind of bad. But I think that we've established that we have, like, a... at least some, you know, what our deck needs to do to try and win. So there we go. All right, so, listen, folks.
Still a piece of garbage.
What kind of odds do you want here? It's prediction time. Time to place your bets, all right? What do you think? 7 wins, yay or nay? YouTube folks, take a second, pause the video, scroll the comments. Liking the video along the way. Are you a believer or a non-believer? 7 wins, yay or nay? Let's go. Now, it's important to note that you see the voting going on here. The payout on Twitch is based on odds and percentages. So we just saw a big jump there. But when it was like 10, 9 to 1 or whatever, pretty big payout if I win. But all right, so on the draw, we have a bunch of uncastable cards. We're going to mulligan. Good old Plains and Rashaka's Bargain. We're going to keep, I guess. All right, so keep this. Just dump the worst card in the hand. And we got some work to do. Please just draw any land that's not white, so I have a better idea of what to get with the Sentinel. They play a Wayfinder. They mill over, so they got fixing on their side. Get the mountain. We draw an island. All right, so we're gonna get, I guess, a swamp, right? So play Sentinel, get swamp. Yes, please. Give him a swamp. And say go. Listen, folks. All right. You gotta battle. You gotta believe. Imagine if this is a pro tour or like day 2 of a, day 2 of a major tournament or something like that. You know, like you can't just give up, just punt the deck. You know, like you playing arena, you can just like drop and draft again, I guess. But like when you're playing in a tournament, you gotta play. You know, I've had multiple times at a pro tour where like my deck was horrendous. Pro tour all v1, day 1, draft 1. My deck was one of the worst decks I've ever seen in my entire life, and I was just like, I'm gonna 2-1. I'm just gonna freaking 2. I'm just gonna do it. So I figure it out, play well in 2-1, and I did. So, you know. All right, so we're gonna just play Tomb Guard here and say go. We have Exhale and Absorb Essence. Obviously bad trades here all around. So this guy's got Menace. If we can get a counter, that'd be cool. Oh my god, that's gonna be really hard to beat. All right, sure. Ah, yes, another Plains.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
All right, well, we're just gonna attack and hope they make some weird block that gets blown up by Stormbrood and Exhale. Sure. So kill 1 and pump is 5 toughness. That is not enough to survive here. So, kill 1, still 5 damage. Still a trade. We're just gonna cast this bad boy, right? Just gonna try and cast Dragon in the Dragon. Do I want to use an Exhale here? I don't think so. I think this is fun. Just kill one of the 2/2s. Not great, Good block from our opponent. Well done. And just say go. And just hope that we can draw a green source. If you go dragon to dragon, it's a way to win the game. Again, when you're down like this, you need to look and say, okay, what is a game that I win look like? You know, and it's just play dragon, they don't have an answer, we kill them. We ain't winning the long game here. They have a 5-color deck with some good stuff going on. So here's the Barons. Probably want to save our yeah, save this. We're trying to kill this. We're shortly casting this card next turn, so we'll just reveal it.
Ladies and gentlemen, behold your new god.
All right. 1 green source, please. We got a lot of them. Some of our primary colors. Somehow. Untap. Hey!
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
All right, you're telling me there's a chance. No countervis, please. Obviously, if they have actual anything, we probably can't win. But we've got a puncher's chance now. Sit my rogue. They fire in the Wayfarer into my Purging Stormbrood, and what is going on? So, like, there aren't a lot of, like, 3 damage effects. I guess -2, -3. Sure. There's no blocks here, so it's fine. Yeah, it's pretty hard to block here, basically, ever. Like, nobody makes this bluff in a million years, you know? It's like playing a 1-2 poker game in a casino. No one's 3-betting with, not 4-betting with aces or whatever, you know? Like, so, all right. Well, they have a removal spell. Pretty bad shape now. Pay of life, they got a 19. It is 19-19. So I think Black Exhale is a pretty good read for our opponent. And we are once again just all in. All in on a dragon. He's back. Trogdor again. I would be extremely surprised if our opponent was playing the +3/+0 in their 5-color dragon deck. Now we should draw all spells. All spells, and then no removal for them. 6-7 is a pretty big stat line. Here's a Devotee. Them starting there is pretty good for us. (6-7) does dodge a lot of the removal spells in the format. Opponent's got Natural Domain. I found it up Wayfinder a little bit. Here's Sagu Wildling, sure. Pretty busto with the Dragonstorm. Hey, yo, bro.
Make your choice. Endure the consequences.
All right. 5/4 Menace or 2 bodies. Just 5/4. I mean 4/3 Menace or 2 bodies. Probably just 4/3 Menace, right? Yeah.
We've got spirit to go around.
All right, 4-mana 4/3 Menace. It's so funny how like this card is completely unplayable. It's a 4/3 Menace for 4 with the modal effect too. Like, you know, cards these days limited are so good. This card would have been like a good draft common like 15 years ago. You know. So Dragonstorm again. We have a good blocker on the ground. We have them read for Caustic Exhale, the -2 -3, which cannot tag team with Wildly to kill my dragon. So at the moment, we still have, you know, in theory, a chance with this dragon. And they are thinking we are all in. So there's the exhale. Okay, sure.
Poor predictable Bart. Always takes rock.
Would love to draw basically any spell next turn. We have a 3-turn clock. But with the Dragonstorm, they have a pretty fast clock of their own. So please stop playing things. All right, that's fine, I guess. All right, so you got a 13. We draw... Actually, probably the best draw in the entire deck. All right. We draw Eternal Witness. we get to attack for 6 and play Witness and get back our Exhale. It's pretty good. All right, so Trawlers. Exile the Sentinel. Return the Exhale and say go. So now we have a 2-turn clock in the air. A little bit of life gain, a little bit of blocking. They have cards in hand, but if they break off for a few turns, you know. All right, well, they're going to offer everything. So we Exhale on the Wildling. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 is 8 damage. I almost don't hate just blocking a Wayfarer. Keeping our Trawlers around. Okay, never mind. Okay. What?
Is there anybody in here?
What are you doing? Pick one.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
2 cards in hand. If they're blank, so you have a chance to win this game. We're going to start by playing Exhale pre-blocks, I think. Let's get an idea of where they're at exactly. You know, Snakeskin Veil, the Dragon, you know, and Absorb Essence, all pretty busted here. We gain some life, okay. That being said, now I'm fine just blocking here. Taking 7 and going to 8. So they have a non-lethal board. And I think I have outs to kill them next turn if I can find 1 extra point of damage. Maybe not, but... Sagu Wildling number 2. That's pretty insane. However, they tapped poorly. And they can't play it. So, 3 the Dragon. We have another ground blocker. And I guess we're just swinging in. Now, they gain some life. If we attack with both of these, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it's lethal. So, all right, can't do that. So, all right. Attack with Dragon. Play Sentinel. Get a land. Say go. And unfortunately, now we are behind in the race. I only had one first. Oh, sure, whatever. Guess what? Say go. So, Dragonstorm again, sure. Please stop. Them bricking was part of the equation here. They have not done that. Line goes to play with the Dragon in play, so. Alright, well, making some blocks. And this card is so good, but not in this particular situation. We attack. All right, I'm going to attack and just hope they block because they're scared of dying. They don't block, we lose, but yeah, all right, sick. So, pretty cool. Play Warden, say go. We have a blocker. We're still super on the edge here, but block 1, take 5, go to 1. Great card. Not so great off the top on turn, like 120. All right. Well, they drew 8 lands and all spells, and all of our spells did good things. We drew 8 lands and all spells, and all of our spells sucked. So we lost. That's fine. All right. Our deck's pretty freaking bad. We're going to try and scrap some wins together, though, and see what we can do here. Okay, all right. That's enough. Stop showing off. Okay, you won. We get it. So, reminder that we are brought to you by Elgato. No rank down, also. Hell yeah.
Bingo!
How do I do all the stuff I do on stream, folks? I have 4 of these. That's the secret right there. There's no conspiracy, no mumbo jumbo or whatever. Just Elgato products all the way. I use the face cam, the microphone, the mic stand, the Wave XLR, the key lights. Everything on my stream is Elgato. They have a bunch of new great Stream Deck stuff coming out. Stream Deck like on your computer. I mean, you need a Stream Deck. Bunch of other things as well. Great stuff. Yeah, check it out. Look, see? Look at this. Holy moly, right? So, check them out. Elgato partner, damn proud of it. Promo code ZZ-Gym5, 5% off your order. Please use the link in the chat or the description if they sponsor me, obviously. I used it for years before I was sponsored, and now I'm proudly sponsored. Check them out. Our opponents in gold were so dead. All right, Sentinels. If I ever resign the draft like this, that is not allowed. We play our drafts here on Bronze To Mythic, all right? So how many mythics do they have? 100? 200? 500? Oh my god, the blood flies. Our deck is atrocious. This is probably the worst deck I've ever drafted. Why are we scared of gold players in the Owen bracket? Because if they're getting paired up to a diamond player, I don't know. Their deck's got to be pretty good. They might have some wins also. All right, so let's take a swamp here. And then we'll just Sentinel for a forest. Doing it the hard way. All right. And here's a Dragonologist. They've got Sagu Wildling. That's very modest. Sure. So we are just going to Sentinel for a forest here. This is putting your mana together the hard way, all right? We are really, really working hard for this. Do as I say, not as I do. This is a very bad idea. Pretty bad. That being said, we've got a bargain. So try and put something together here. And they have a monument of their own. All right, so they are also in this multicolored space. So why is the multicolored deck gotten so much worse? That's a bad attack, right? Straight 2-4 damage. Like the last few times we tried to do like, the multicolored deck, it just never ever there. Is everyone just forcing it? Like, what do we think? I'm gonna bargain. I think I'm just gonna bargain and say go. Folks just trying to take these globes. All right, well, they have Wooburg Tron in play. All right, so take it easy, okay? Come on now.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
And now they're not going to attack. They're going to attack again, sure. All right, take one. And the follow-up is a monument activation, sure. So, Dormammu. They've got Trawlers, Pack Beast, Exhale. Pack Beast is not great here, but I think it's still just kind of fine, honestly. And then Trawlers can return a spell too, which is pretty great. Actually, I guess we're gonna have creature in the bit. Yeah, this is great. So yeah, Trawlers and Pack Beast is pretty good. It's 2/2 for ones. So what led to this deck? I don't know exactly, honestly. We've been baited a bit into the multicolor deck a little too quickly, which I think is a leak in my part, but I think we just cast Pack Beasts and then attack. Rather than risk this costing, like obviously a 5-mana Pack Beast isn't great, but we attack and trade. We could Trawlers and Bloodflies. I guess that works. Kill it, but the Ray, what's up? Yeah, I kind of like that actually. Yeah, that's a pretty bad owlbear, but we should play 2 creatures, get back our bargain. Sure. Wow, that's incredible. All right, so now I get to, yeah, it's still just Trawlers and Beasts, right? So Bloodflies. And then we're going to get back Bargain, which is pretty great. So ship this thing. Trawlers is nice. It's hard to use, but it's definitely nice. And just keep on rolling here. We got some card advantage. We're doing stuff. All right. 5 cards in hand. Sib Dig Praiser. The ground's getting a little murky here, but it's fine. We have like Pack Beast into Bargain's a pretty good turn. They take cards not piercing Exhale and they attack. I think we actually don't want to block here because we want to have a cheap Pack Beast next turn, so just no blocks. Should be a little fishy on their part maybe, but all right, draw Monument, sure. So let's go Pack Beast for 3 white. Draw a card. We draw, all right. That's a few too many planes, I think, but sure, whatever. And then we're going to attack. I guess that's it. Trading Trawlers for Appraiser is pretty bad, so yeah, just attack for 1. So they go. Definitely planes flooded. I think it's all 5 planes, right? Nope, we have 6 planes. And they play a Jeskai Shrine Keeper. That's going to get 1 shot in, unfortunately, but it's also got hexproof as long as it's untapped. Sure. Alright. Alright, so bargain. We find our Revival and a Undergrowth Leopard. Can only cast 1 of those, that's fine, I think. All right. I mean, Revival's great here, right? Of course, great in general. So we draw Armament Dragon. That's also pretty good. We get Armament Dragon, Leroy, and then Snare. That's not bad. Counter on Flies, counter on Sentinel, counter on Trawlers. Yeah, that's pretty good. Gotta deal with the Dragon. Yeah. And then next turn, like, Revival. We don't have 2 green. I guess Mime can find green, right? So, sure. Play a Dragon.
Hey, look, a dragon.
1, 2, 3. Squat up. Leroy. Noting that this is affinity for attacking creatures, it's not Witchstalker's Frenzy. So you must cast the Snare in combat before a thing dies or whatever. I think that holding the Static Snare, like, Strikekeeper's really good. Them having our removal spell is reasonably likely. We'll see they block here, but yeah, I just want to kill this thing right now. I'm just going to take it out. We have a decent amount of late game here with these 2 cards, so we're just going to like take our trades and put them 9 and say go. Our board's pretty good. They have a 1-3 against our great board. Don't let them kill this dragon. Get in. We can't cast our spell anymore. Like, all right, they're going really big. Encroaching Dragonstorm. The fact that this is their best play on like 10 mana of all colors is pretty good for us. Here's a Detainment, sure. Nice Leopard.
Bingo.
All right.
Now, they want their dragon back, or do they want to get our dragon? They get dragon back, they can't attack through our dragon, so they want the Pack Beast? And we draw Siege. Oh, yeah. Woo! All right, so color-wise, we can... We'd have for 6 here? Jeez. We can get a Forest.
Game.
We did it! More wins. I want to go at least 3-3. You know, again, and it's important to have realistic goals. Our deck is heinous. Our deck is atrocious. But don't have a bad draft. It's similar to golf, honestly, where, like, your goal to try and be a good golfer is just never have a disaster hole. You can have a bogey or not bogey, whatever, have a bad tee shot, but always recover. You know, don't have the hole where you hit the ball in the water 3 times and have like a 14, just bomb your entire score. So we're shooting for 3-3. If we can do better than that, awesome, but I would love a 3-3 here. All right, see a few more wins. Here. Turn 3 Warden. And Bargain's good, so. All right. Yes, especially important if you are playing in a tournament where, like, you might be 2-2, but there's invites on the line, or min cash, or whatever else it might be. Or if you're a free-to-play player, right? And you're just, like, playing for your life out there with your coins, you know? Like, you got to scrap those wins together. So, good draw here with the Sentinel. Allowing us to get our white. Let's get our planes. Fix our mana here. Get the ugly planes for our ugly deck. You arrive at Baldur's Gate with instructions to head straight to the heart of the rumor mill. The bakery. They just play a turn 3 Tawny back off their Strike Master. It's pretty big. They discard a Whisper, but they have no land. So kind of like good and bad here, where no land is tough, means they have 5 spells in their hand. It also means that they have like a lot of gas, so they can just like get there eventually. We could just jam Warden, but it seems like a bad idea. It's just gonna die probably. Maybe we're just like end-step bargaining. No other play is particularly exciting. We get Exhale the Tawny back. That's like not great. We want to probably Outrider for 2 bodies to get our Pack Beast in faster. It's not just like playing Warden on curves where you really want to play it. That's where it's most likely to die. Shit. Alright, we're just gonna play it. I don't love it, I'm not gonna lie, but say go. Dies to a stiff breeze here. And if they kill it, we can go Outrider, 2 guys go, and then Pack Beast. But obviously, if they don't have an answer, it's insane. You know, this card is ridiculously busted.
I have endured what no one on earth has endured before.
They draw a land, so they have 5 spells in hand. Hold on to your butts, folks. All right. I mean, this looks somewhat promising. We untapped with the Warden.
Inconceivable!
All right. They play a 2/4. That is a little scary. So now we get to whenever another non-token ETBs endure X, where X is the number of counters on this creature. So we could like just make a bunch of ground guys. We only have 1 white for the Pack Beast and Exhale, which is kind of annoying. We can Bloodflies, make a token Pack Beast. That's pretty good too. And then have Exhale available for next turn. That's pretty good. It sucks. Like making it 2/3 flyer is actually pretty good. Also, making this bigger, like if we can play this later on and make it an even bigger flyer, getting it to 4 power would be insane. Seems tough to do though. Yeah, we should do this. So Bloodflies, endure.
Endure and survive.
Make a token.
And survive.
Pack Beast, endure. Draw a card. Dragon's Prey. And then make a token or put a counter on the Pack Beast. A 5/4 is not appreciably better than a 4/3 here. So we're still probably blocking the 20 back anyway. So let's make another token. Alright, and then we just say go. We actually had a free attack. I should have attacked first. That was stupid. We had a free attack and they might not block. Whatever, it's fine. Alright, say go. We have spell, creature. Bargain can try and find the siege. I think drawing a land here would be pretty nice. So we can just bargain. Next turn is just bargain Exhale. Alright. Tapping these Strike Master for red. They're going to Omen.
When you're ready, put the card back in the deck.
That's pretty good for us. They discard another Whisper. Damn. Play land. It's a Monastery. Did they find a kill spell for our Warden? Because once it gets 1 a little bit bigger, we're out of red Exhale range, out of green Exhale range. We draw a Rhino. Jeez. Alright. Making this thing huge pretty appealing. I'm going to bargain and look for land spell, I think, because we have Exhale up also.
Waka waka.
We play the Outrider. Yeah, let me just play this bargain. Dormammu, they can have a counterspell here, but whatever, it's fine, I think. This goes to the graveyard. That's sick. Alright, so we just take 2 lands here. And bin the Devotee. We just play a land and say go. Do you want to attack with our, what is this? A little tappies, huh? A little tap, tap, taparoo. Okay.
The omens are good.
I mean, it's obviously a little, sketchy looking to attack at the blood flies, but I would happily exhale the this thing down. Yeah, sure. We ain't blocking with it, so there you go. I have, and they could say which exhale. This is fine. Let's eat this. No behold.
Behold!
That's a lot of possible burst damage. It could just kill us out of nowhere too. So, and now we're looking at like a monstrous Rhino next turn. We could have monstrous Rhino and Dragon's Prey. This game is looking pretty good. Obviously, our Warden lived, right? All right, that's fine. I think Warden's done enough here. We're still going to win. So, Warden living is pretty insane. I guess if I have a follow up here, because we get to kill this thing, attack for 1 million, and play a Rhino, it's pretty damn good. We're also trying to siege at any point to win the game. Card's pretty unbeatable. They've got nothing.
No, don't do this. Enough is enough.
Rhino. Dragon's Prey.
Get off my plate.
The shittiest pile of cards you've ever seen are getting into the red zone right here on Bronze to Mythic. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the follow button if you're just tuning in. Welcome. There are 9. We got some stuff here. Killed the Warden is a little too late. And now they play Sagu Pummel. Alright, that's a pretty good beater. We draw.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix!
Okay.
Oh my god!
We're waiting to exhale again. Send it, folks. Alright, so exhale again. No dragons here. Nope, no dragons, just, you know, removal spell of a somewhat dubious variety. They go to 1. We're going to hold the Outrider here. We'll just Monument and buy back our Devotee. Let's get a swamp, I guess is all we got. So, all right. I think we're good here, folks. Even if they have the stupid Mythic 3 damage to everything, the Rhino gets them. I mean, yeah, that card's good. Sure. Good luck with that one.
You know, I just do.
A few more wins, folks. A few more wins. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, that's fine, right? 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. Sure. All right. Keep this. And Swiftwater Cliffs, come on down. We got a lot of XL, that's for sure. Nice Orzhov deck. Maybe the deck we should have been, honestly. Alright, well, here's Devotee. Go ahead, counter it. See if I care. Say and go. I like this card. A fine little 2-drop. The recursion is pretty cheap, you know. 3 recursion is not bad. Champion of Duzon. Alright, so I think I want to make a 2-1 and a 1-1 here. Maintain Pack Beast for next turn. And block with the Lifelinker. Alright, ship it.
The spirit of Sauron endured.
Make a token, say go. Nurturer blocks champion. And then ram down the Pack Beast, draw a card. Stop drawing spells. You know. Lands, stop drawing lands. What am I saying here? What?
How did this happen?
What do you got, friend? What do you got here? Come on. It's non-black, non-white lands.
Give me what I want.
That's it.
That's not what I want. Give me what I want.
Dragon's Prey. Okay. Sure. So we just beast and say go, right? Draw a tap land, maybe? Alright. This card is insane. It's really, really good. It's obviously so awkward in our deck, but we draw Hardened Tactician. It's also not great. We probably would have had a pretty decent black-white deck, you know? Yeah, a little green here, yeah. A little greeny. A little green in the ears. Turning his token into a card is pretty nice. An Artisan. It's a really weird card. Like, you just don't see this card very often. Like, in the drafts and games. We draw Embermouth Sentinel, which is pretty stinky. I think we're just playing Tactician here. And gonna stack this token at some point. And, I don't think we attack. I don't think giving the champion a trade on the Pack Beast is good for us. Our deck does look like a somewhat coherent black-white deck. Little did they know. Is it Appraiser? God, Appraiser's so good. Alright, well. We're getting into the mud. Game's getting a little rough. Please draw Siege. I know. We haven't drawn Siege once yet, alright? Oh, man. Did stub my finger playing basketball, but I'm good. Alright, so they take a card's better than Island, which is basically none. Fire up an Omen.
When you're ready, put the card back in the deck.
And they're going to get a non-teamer land here. Nope, just teamer. Okay. All right, so... And a Karos was sure. Man, they're prowessing up here. Look at this. Draw a card. Straight teamer. Their deck looks fun. Unexciting, but fine. Our deck looks not great, but a couple kill spells here, you know. They can't really attack, I don't think. Went to the... okay, never mind. It's pretty easy block for us, so... I was, like, planning on doing this anyway, so... Just tap the creature for free, basically. We draw a card. Hello.
Bingo.
Okay. Armament Dragon. How do we want to distribute these counters? That is the question. Putting the dragon to 5 toughness plays around the green fight spell and the red exhale. Putting dragon to 6 toughness makes it pretty hard to kill. Most things do 5 or less. Trawlers, but no blue. We have a lifelinker in play, which obviously wears counters pretty well. One counter on Tactician's not bad either. 2 counters on Pack Beast is bad. They just block with Champion and Appraiser. I think making them block a real card on Nurturer is pretty good. Might go 2-1. Now, I want to put it on the Dragon too, I think. So, I think I like 2 on Nurturer, 1 on Dragon. Nurturer attacks and trades with probably Champion. Which I think is good for us. Obviously, there are, you know, whatever, 100 permutations here about what things we could do. But, and then does the Pack Beast get in also? We're about to gain some life and a bunch of kill spells in our hand. I don't mind that, actually. Because the other trades aren't great either, so. Get in, gain 4. Make some trades. Gotta find an island, probably. We do have a bunch of kill spells in our hand, too. And we want to trade something off here so Trawlers can work, too, so. Putting the island into play directly. I mean, when there's a dragon in play, this card is, like, actually good. It's like a super... Oh, my God.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Folks, we've been humbled. Speaking of cards you forget are in the format, I guess, I mean, I did not see that one coming. Yeah, I've not seen this card cast basically ever. It does seem like it's like a fine card. Every card's fine these days, so. That was a blowout, a disaster. Not good. Being said, our board is not the worst. I think we just really want this dragon to live so we can get our island directly into play. No. Well, this game could be going better for us. Can't take 10 here. Pretty good set of game actions from our opponent. Alright, so we get an islands. We have Exhale, Dragon's Prey. Not much else. Oh, I'm an idiot. There's Trample. Oh, well, I'm dumb.
Oh, whoops.
Forgot about the Trample counter. That's really bad. That's obviously a bad block then. Sure. That's probably not going to matter a ton, I guess, but kill this, make some blocks, say go. Yeah, we're in pretty bad shape here. That sucks. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Having Devotee in place would have been excellent. We could have just recouped by this guy too. So, my bad. Mistakes were made. It's okay. Just got to power through. If you ask me, cards that have Trample should rumble around on the board. You know? Flyers fly, Tramplers rumble. Right? Anyone? No? Whatever, man. Whatever. Bad spot. Dragon's Prey on Pummeler is not bad. It's all more graphics, you know. I want pop-up dialogues. Hey, Jim, just so you know, this card has trample. Are you sure you want to block like a moron? I do. Thanks for asking. Here's a prowess trigger. And coming in. Obviously, blocking here gets blown out by a spell. Let's start by Dragon Praying and probably getting Snakeskin Veil if we can just concede. Or Counterspell. Sparky here. It looks like you're trying to block a trample creature with a 1 toughness creature. Are you sure you want to do that? Alright, so we could double block here. Borrowing a spell, it's a really good block, but I think that's a little too risky. Why Pray over Exhale? Because you might draw a dragon and gain some life. It's just cheaper for future turns. Why Exhale and not Pray? You tell me. Alright, so we have our blue source now. We can buy back a spell. They have a leopard. I mean, like, you know, this is 2 counters. So we Trawlers back the Prey. Just say go. I mean, if they're, like, out of stuff to do here, we could be, like, kind of okay. Alright, let's exile the Nurturer. Get back at the Dragon's Prey. And just say go. Best case scenario would be the game stalls out, we return this thing, but probably not happening here. Trawlers is pretty good. It is a card that is at times hard to set up. And obviously, you have Vanilla 3-2 is a pretty awful floor, but they play another land, which is a good sign for us. And they say go, which is also a good sign for us. Okay. Sure. We made it to the next turn, folks. And here's Sand Skirter Outrider. Only the best cards in my deck. So here's a Devotee. And I think we're somewhat... Like, why did they not, like, Pummeler? Actually, they didn't make a kill spell. So, play Devotee. And probably just play Outrider. We can play the Leopard and leave up the Dragon's Prey. Which I don't actually hate. Sure. Let's do this and say go. Just say go. The problem is, like, I'm not sure. We're drawing a Siege, I guess, right? I forget we have a Siege because we just never draw it. So we can kill Leopard. They play another land. All right, so sure, that is castable. Okay, just cast this. Cast Outrider. Say go. Our attacks here are pretty bad. So play a Rhino. Everyone loves a good Rhino, right? Opponent's flooding. It's the worst deck they've ever seen in their entire life.
Still a piece of garbage.
And then do we want a 4/3 Menace here, or do we want a couple bodies? I think the Menace creature's better on this board. We can kill things or getting in attacks. So put the counters. So they go.
Endure and survive.
Endure and survive.
With 2 kill spells in hand, you know, we can start pushing damage. All right, well, unfortunately, now our Siege isn't really a good draw. We are drawing Siege 100% of the time next turn. 100% of the time. Here comes the Siege, folks. Who's ready to draw Siege? They're going to Pummeler onto the Elder, sure. Here comes Siege. Here we go. Here it comes. That's not Siege. Actually, better than a Siege. Okay, so now we're, like, kind of doing okay. We have Warden and some kill spells. They have 1 card left. I think there's some pressure on us to want to just, like, start attacking because their card quality is probably better than ours, and we're at 7. The 4/3 can attack. The Rhino can attack. Dragon's Prey on the Elder. I guess Exhale's on the Elder too. So let's attack first. Let's just get into combat. Attack with these 2. They block just the Elder on just the Rhino. We can kill it, trample over, which is cool, so Warden is obviously good in a board swallow. It's very true. As long as we cast all of our creatures so far, but... Hi, Karn. How are you? Everyone say hi, Karn. He can hear you, by the way, in case you're wondering. He speaks Twitch chat. He's a government dog. He's worked on by the government. And then discarded. Discarded! Aww. Karn's working on the weekend, yep. So Dubs block on the Outrider. And then Dubs block on the Rhino. So this obviously looks phenomenal for us. We're going to start by exhaling the Elder. Because if they have a trick, like a Snakeskin veil, that's probably still pretty bad for us, I guess. But let's start there. Exhale Elder, see what happens. I'm sorry, actually, if I do this, they know I have the Dragon Spray. So maybe it's better to not let them know that I have a retrick. Sure. So I want to keep my Menace guy alive, I think. Let's kill this. We're shoving a little deep here, but I think that, like, we just kind of want to push pressure on this board state. All right, we're going to go all the way. If this works, it's an insane combat set for us. And then we are actually, like, pushing a lot of damage next turn.
Anyone home?
Okay, so they have a Sarkhan's Resolve. That's kind of a tilt. That's fine, though. We trade Resolve for Rhino. No, you don't trade, actually. Right, because it's a damage spell, obviously. So, oh my god, they lose everything? Please don't draw a bomb. 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 I accept. Why not wait till they played anything? Oh yeah, you're right. I'm an idiot. I should have waited. Yeah, you're totally. I don't know why I did that. Actually, that doesn't make any sense. But whatever. Never punish. Untap and draw a Plains. And now we're definitely getting in. So yeah, that made no sense at all, actually. I'm sorry. Yeah, they double blocked. Don't you try and mouth off to me, chat. They double blocked. And like, yeah, that was good. All right, everyone, shut up. Stop talking. Close your mouth and stop talking.
No, you can't. Don't even try.
Leroy. All of them? All of them. Send it. Hit the button. Deep Space 9 fan. That was Commander Riker. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you. Yeah. With the double block it, I think it was fine. So, great trades here. They're playing off the top and dead on board. So, all right. I'm going to turn around and nothing bad is going to happen. Everything's going to be just fine. Here we are hanging out. It's a beautiful Sunday. Hanging out with my friends on the internet. They're not going to draw a dragon. They're not going to draw Dragonback Assault. They're not going to draw Ugin. They're just going to pack it up. Right? Right, Karn? Hey! All right.
Game.
Let's go.
Blouses.
All right. Oh my god, our deck is so bad. What are the odds that these 7 cards have ever been an opening hand before in the history of Magic the Gathering? What are the odds? We can't keep this. We're gonna mulligan. That's a lot better. Keep this. Yeah, just double levered, I guess. We'll just find our final color here. Tron. As of this moment in time, right now, 100%. Yes, exactly. No, not a second Sentinel. Ugh. Never want to do a second Sentinel. All right, so get our island. Our mana base is achieved here. We're all in on this freaking ward, unfortunately. Here's Teamer Monument. Star Trek in Standard when? Who knows? All right, so we draw the island. I think we're just casting Grove. Like, what are we going to do? Not cast it? Like, we have nothing else to do. we're way behind on cards. Our best chance to win this game is just like this card goes. You know, we have a 2-1 vanilla 2-1. We mulliganed. Our best chance to win this game is just simply Warden lives somehow, and as so far it has lived. So we draw a static snare. I mean, it lived. We kind of want a Sentinel, obviously, because we can get the Endure on. But I think waiting is good too. So sure, I'm in. Just get out of here.
Get off my
You know, when your deck is bad, it does change the way you play a bit because it falls into the element of, you know, you're always trying to figure out how the game's going to end, right? What's the game going to look like? How's this game going to end? Am I the beatdown? Am I the control deck? And when your deck is bad, you know the longer the game goes, the worse you are off. And you also know that, like, you kind of just have to take risks because your deck is not very good. And you don't want to get in a normal game. You want to get into a game that is messy, it's scrappy, it's gross, and, like, maybe there's not an answer, and that's the way you can win. So they play a land, and they just say go. I don't think there are any flash creatures. Actually, it's the snare anyway. I'm just going to cast this and get our trigger first. Do I want a 5/4 or do I want a 4/3 or 2 bodies? Probably 2 bodies. Oh, there's the rare snake. That doesn't stop my Warden though. And I have a snare too. Right, we're not going to search. We're going to endure.
Endure and survive.
Endure and survive.
The snake does sort of make sense here. They probably would have countered this though, right? Yeah, they definitely would have countered this. And we have this snare too. I'm gonna go big, I think. Move to combat. No tappies. Wow. Okay. I mean, obviously Bargain turns up a good card a lot of the time, but now we just have, you know, a bunch of power play and our removal spell in our hand. Okay. 2 mana 4/3. They have infinite cards, but again, our goal of this game was to make this game not about the cards in their hand. Here's a tap. And they say go. Same spot as last time. Are we willing to untap and go for lethal? Do you want to hold up a snare? We can hold up snare and also cast the flies. We should cast flies, right? We can untap here, but I don't like that. If we untap this, they kill us in response. It's pretty bad for us. I guess if I cast flies, they kill us in response. It's also really bad for us. Amusingly enough, the stun counters... I'm not stun counters, never mind. That's not stun counters. I'm lying. Alright, so... So, we're scared of them killing the Warden. If I attack with the fly, play flies first, they just kill us in response. I guess our play is just to attack and see what they do. I want to cast the flies. I don't want to have snare for a flash creature. It is possible they still have that counterspell guy. Alright, it was the familiar. Okay, so we had the right read last turn.
Poor predictable Bart. Always
I'm really surprised that they didn't counter the 4/3. Seems like a pretty standard thing to do here. They're going to gain life and surveil. If we snare this, we lose our... We keep our Sentinel, and they go to 1, and I play flies, yeah. I'm sorry, they gain 3, but I think we're still going to snare this. This is a hyper-aggressive play, because we're just a bad deck, and that's what we're trying to do. So, hit this, and then we're going to play Blood Flies. We're going to endure. I think we make a 3/3. I think that the... Okay.
After it was all over, we took us in the house to serve as pancakes.
We're now operating way above expectation. If we could get one more win and make Diamond 1 with this deck, I would be ecstatic, beyond belief. All right. And we drew a Siege? Wow. I'm keeping this hand. 2-lander with 3 plays and a Siege? Yeah, keeping. All right. Rocco's Modern Life. Rocco's Modern Life. Nice black-white deck, you know. The breaker. All right. Well, I guess drawing a spell be. I mean, a land be pretty cool. Our line for the season of Bronze To Mythic is 26.5. It's the highest it has ever been. We've not had a great run the last 2 seasons. Here's a monument. Trying to draw like land of any variety. Like I would draw waste if I could, you know. Land, no attacks. All right, but you have land, sick. I'm gonna attack. They never block in a million years here. And then we just play land and tactician. And we can draw land and play siege. That is a good place to be. What draft is this? It's right here on the screen. That sign can't stop me. I can't read. Sage of the Fang. Make it 4/4. Sure. We obviously have plenty of kill spells here. It's totally fine. Land. Alright, so... I don't know how important this devotee is to us. It's pretty important. Not like hugely important, but... We're going to exhale the breaker. If they have Snakes, going to be able to just pray it on our turn. I don't want to block this either. They're going to have a freaking... I'll just attack. I ain't blocking, so... Just attack. If you want to trade here, great. Sure. That's fine. I'll allow it. And just say go. Rocco's Modern Life. Oh, that was a hoot! Alright, I'll try an exhale. We'd not be surprised if they have a trick here, but like, we just have a bunch of kill spells anyways, it's fine. Alright, we killed it. Sweet.
Get off my plane.
Alright. Just need an untapped land next turn.
You know what I want. I've been asking for it for years.
Alright. They got cards in hand. The problem, of course, here is that we have a siege, only 1 creature in play. We're still going to play it, though. Let's play siege. Next turn we draw land. We can recur and exhale and stuff. Sure. Alright, so... Siege, say go. 3/5. Rocco's Modern Life. And they're going for the attack. Okay, so obviously a lot of value in us having a creature in play with the siege. They have a trick here, it's pretty bad for us. I think this is fine. We're just not going to block. And then we have tricks to re-win the combat next turn. So there's an Envoy with no draw. Cool. Alright. Go Warden of the Grove. I mean, we got some work to do, but we have the re-trick for their trick, and then we have, you know, ideally if they do nothing, we get to freaking flash this guy back and then get some stuff going. So Siege is also insane with the Warden. It doubles the counter production. Sure. All right, what do you got, friend? They want to let damage go through. So it feels like it's probably a -3/-3. It could also be an end of combat exhale. It's kind of stinky. I'm going to let this happen, I think, though. Probably going to lose Tactician here, but we'll wait to buy back our devotee, so...
Yeah.
That's it. I'm going to
All right,
Clown College.
yeah, we got a fellow, so we got with a Sand Skirter Outrider Mirror here. Sure. Don't know if I've seen this card cast yet. Here's a 4/3 menace, and the follow-up is exhale. Okay, so that's fine. I guess we like kind of need to cast this Dragon Spray too, but if we, they're out. They have nothing left. That being said, they have Sage of the Fang on the Outrider's insane. I need to kill this, actually. This kind of blows, but we just got to kill the Outrider. And they also have the Monument, too. It's tough. We buy back our Devotee, and we draw a land, which best case scenario. We get to go Devotee, add a counter, Dragon's Prey, go. They pump the Pummeler and get in for 5, or they Monument and make another 4/4. Yeah, I think our best chance to win is just drawing a land. Okay. Why not before damage you have his creature so dumb? What do you mean? Why didn't I exhale before damage? So you're thinking at level 0, right? So they attack, use your trick. Good Magic is about using the context clues from prior turns, right? Their attacks on previous turns signified they had a trick. This felt like it was the trick. I guess it could have been a different trick. It could have been like a pump spell or something like that. You know, we think it's this. It could be a pump spell or something else. If we go for our exhale and they save it or have Snakeskin Bill or whatever, it's kind of a blowout. So why didn't they exhale first? They're probably playing on our trick. So like they wanted to kill our creature for sure. Because if they play it in response, we kill their creature and then it does deal the damage. So the timing, restrictions here are pretty interesting. But all right, so we draw a land, unfortunately. Now we have to pray the Outrider. We say actually we can Devotee. They pump this, though. It'll be 3, 6, 7 counters. It's too big for this thing to kill. And it's lethal. So we gotta say go. Jeez. We did draw a Trawlers for a removal spell, which is pretty good. So when you actually use your trick is a very important thing. All right, so this is going to get a 4/4. We kill the Outrider and go to 5. Trawler can rebuy. If we draw a land, we can rebuy. That's kind of cool. So kill this. We kind of need to draw a land, I think. But if we do draw a land, we're in great shape. If we draw an untapped land here, I think we have a good chance to win this game. We're probably ahead, honestly. We get to Trawlers back their removal spell, play their removal spell. Trawlers grows to 4 power. No! That being said, that wasn't bad, right? So, we get to play Devotee and Nurturer. Or... yeah, it's really good with the Siege, obviously. Yeah. Let's do this. Nurturer, make a body.
Spirit is willing, but the flesh is spongy.
And then chump block here, exhale this is pretty good. Or we play Devotee. And then our blocks are not as good. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So, obviously, if they draw a good card here, we're dead. But I think we have a really good chance to turn the game around next turn. If they brick for 1 turn. And then Trawlers buys back their removal spell, too. So, we're pre-blocks, we're going to exhale and see if they have trick or not. We don't want to assume this is going to die and then they have Snakeskin Bill and kill us. So, kill this. No beholds. Cool. And then we chump block this. Explain why Devotee and exhale the 1 he does not buff. Last turn? I don't remember exactly. Devotee, not buff. Like, which turn? What do you mean? All right, so now we have Devotee. We can play Devotee and Warden. And I get the lifelink attack, too. Then they also didn't use the Pummeler. I guess that makes sense, because, why go all in on this, But I think we're just going in, right? Here's Devotee. Warden resolves. Attack and gain 3. And adds and counters. And now Warden plus Siege is pretty insane. Sure, King Guard's great. Yeah, they can spread the counters out with the Pummeler, I think, so. Yeah, this is great. All right, we're pulling it out, folks. Somehow, some way, we are making this game work for us. We're a chump. Actually, let me just take it, right? Nurturer. Nurturer can't really attack. I just block. Block this. And just draw a untapped land, please. No! Alright, so we can Trawler's back. Damn, man. I guess we're going to get a Warden token too, so... Sure. Trawler's back the Exhale, because it's a card we can actually cast. Man. Alright. Yeah, we're Trawlers. We get a token. We pump our stuff. Exhale is like worse than Dragon's Prey, but is castable. I can block a token and finish off a thing. And I think I just want a castable card here. Yeah. So Endure. We're going to make a 2-2. We're going to exile Tactician. Get back the Exhale. Just going to end the turn. Add counter, add counters. And now we're seeing the Siege do its thing here. This card's so messed up. Exhale, clearly worse than... Aw, you struck my guy. All that work. Worse than Dragon's Prey. Sorry, it's actually better against a dragon, which is kind of funny. And here comes a 6/6. Sure, so... It's kind of funny if I did it that way, because now I know I want to save the Exhale for the Stormbrood. Double blocking kind of sucks, but might just be on the agenda. This checks this checks this. Jump blocking is pretty bad, I think, so sure. Alright, so that's fine. We draw a Swamp, which is actually just fine. Interesting thought there. I didn't consider it. You could just add the lifelinker to that block to gain a free 2 life, but it does give them the option to kill the lifelinker instead of a 3/3, which they probably would have, honestly. So, we're 8. This has reach. You want to get Devotee back. Now it's making this is making up 4. If we just play this, take 4 from this Stormbrood. So we need green mana too. Interesting game. Or we just exhale the dragon. And then if they do nothing, we can rebuy this. We can also exhale and bargain too. So blue, black, and 2. Yeah, we'll just say go. Say go, add the counters. Warden's got the ground pretty covered up. Exhale on the dragon. They know we have it. Obviously, they could not attack. If they don't attack, though, we can just, like, bargain and or buy back Devotee. They play their own Nurturer. Pretty interesting game, honestly. Like, we have a lot of good rares in play, but, like, they also have some bodies, and we're down on life. Yeah, they're not going to attack, sure. So, now I kind of want to... Buying back Devotee and playing Devotee is so good. It's a bunch of bodies. I think it's a screen for Revival of the Ancestors. Or we can just bargain. It's this. That's not bad, actually. So, here's Devotee. And we're going to make a huge creature. Make a 6/6. Here's Revival. Make some 1/1s. Play Cove. Pump a squad. Say go. No valid attacks here. And then next turn, we get the world. We have Dragon. Everything else. 9's pretty safe. They play a land. That's a good card.
I got a dragon here, and I'm not afraid of you.
It's a good card. Attack for 4, sure. We draw our own Stormbrew, which is cute. So we can counter up here. Honestly, might just put it all in the lifelinker and just get in. Now we're starting to look like we have good attacks here too. We have lifelink here too. This game's over, folks. This is just done. Like for you.
No, don't do this. Enough is enough.
Yeah, we have lifelink for the 10-10 also, and a trick and an exhale. Yeah, this is the turn, folks. There's your counters. We have absorb essence and exhale to the point where like our attacks are, yeah, just it might just be a Leroy here, honestly. I think it's just a Leroy. You figure it out. Between gaining, we're gonna gain like 15 life, 20 life this turn. Yeah, 19 life technically, but all right. And we can exhale. Actually, nothing to exhale, but just do this.
It's a sign. It's an omen.
Is that lethal? 12, 9. Yeah, that's just lethal anyway. Although they're just super. Could they have? Oh, they gained 3, right? So. Not lethal because of the 3. Actually, it was. If I killed the lifelinker, it still wasn't lethal. So, now we stay up 24-5, looking pretty good here, and add some more counters. Could I have won the game if I had? I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? We won.
Game.
Scoreboard.
Blouse.
And kill the lifelinker is lethal. Killed lifelinker and pumped it unblock creature. Wasn't big guy unblocked? Didn't they block the? Or did they not block it? I don't know. Whatever. I won. Who cares? Playing with house money. Even if we lose, we're gonna rank floor and probably stay at Mythic 1. Diamond 1, I mean. So that sounds fine. We can keep this. Alright, so go find a forest. Pitch Blaze, what's up? Final Fantasy set review will be Monday the 2nd. Actually, draw forest. Do we even get an island? We get an island, right? Yeah, sure, whatever. Get an island. Now the question is, do we just jam Warden on turn 3 again? That is the question. We have Tomb Guard into Pack Beast. No, we don't. So they play a lands, I guess, sure. So we're going to not attack. Let's play the stupid Tomb Guard. If they want to counter it, so be it. If they don't counter it, great. We just play Pack Beast next turn, which is also good. So it's obviously also thinking to play all your creatures before playing your Warden, but we'll have this thing to live, so. And they're going to Dragon.
When you're ready, put the card back in.
Forest, sure. Alright. Cool, I guess. We, there's no other blocking, so attack. And then we're just gonna play Forest. Nice Tron here, right? We work for it. We played Sentinel. Draw a card. How about a non-land? That is a non-land for sure.
That is huge.
Serpent. Whatever. Not bouncing a token, don't care. We have an exhale. I don't really want to exhale this serpent, but we are going to bargain. Attack, exhale, serpent, and then bargain. They are pretty blue-green. Like, how many ways do they actually have to kill a warden? It would probably be just be two fight spells. Maybe we actually attack, let them trade, and just cast Warden, because they're unlikely to be able to have a. I can see both, I guess, too, right? Unlikely to have a way to kill this Warden that's not a fight spell. So yeah, I think I'm in for this. It's not great, but I think that when you're looking at what this game is like shaping out to be, right? We're ahead on board, about to play a bomb rare that must be answered. They spend their turn answering this, then our Pack Beast gets in again. You know, like, it's a pretty good place to be, so. Warden living has been a large part of our success this draft so far. Well, they redraw a dragon, that's fine.
Dragon, not lizard. I don't do that tongue thing.
Draw Sentinel, sure. So, let's bargain. There's some pretty good cards. It's funny because, like, man, this is just really, really good. We're going to bin Dragon's Prey and Monument. We have Exhale or Absorb Essence. All right, sure. And And now we just jam. The question is, if they block the 3/3, do we use Exhale or the Dragon? I think I want to use the Exhale. I'd rather have a Dragon to cast next turn as a creature. So I think the 2/1 can stay home. We are face upping the Dragon, but I think it's fine. So in for a chunk, say go. And now similar spot to the last turn where it's like we just have we're really ahead on board. They got to beat this stuff and the stuff in our hand. And now we're also lined up for a double spell, double endure turn. Oh, yeah. Woo! How do we keep winning?
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Holy moly. All right, playing for a trophy. Non-believers are shaking in their boots. We had a few late entries here. It was like 90-10. But big payday for the believers here. I think that this draft could mostly be summed down to us playing Ward and our opponent not killing it, which basically never happens. A little lucky there. This hand stinks. We're on the draw, but you're mulligan this. 2 tries at a trophy with the worst deck you've ever seen. Hence this hand. I don't like a mulligan this. We should have 5 here. We ever went on 5. We just dump like Tactician and just like... Man, this is tough. Our deck is so bad that like we kind of need to get lucky to win anyway. So like going to 5 seems almost impossible. We just keep this and draw Forest or Plains. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. Very good chance we never cast a spell and die, but I think that like, you know, us going to 5 and winning a reasonable game seems pretty tough. So we're playing with house money too, right? Like, am I bothering you, Garden? Am I being too loud? Want a treat? Should I get for a treat? Yes or no? Your spot.
Still a piece of garbage.
All right, here we go, Karn. 2 treats are out. All right. 1 for now, and 1 for... They play... It still do nothing? Man. All right, we drew a white source. 1 for now, Karn. Okay. What happened, dude? All right, I'll get it later. We're under the thing. Our opponents have also cooperated in just doing nothing. That's also helped a lot too, but... All right, so they go. If I win, another treat. All right, they are just doing actual nothing. They're also at 20, so we're not doing much either. But if you can find a green source here, you know. Karn, where you going, man? There's a treat right... You freaking... Where'd it go? It's 5 mana Sift. Discarding a absolute stinker card in Earth Carver. So bad it might as well be in our deck. And they Wayfarer, and they hit 2 renew cards.
We don't know if he's going to renew. He'll renew!
That's gross. All right. Well, this game is getting ugly. All right. I mean, sure. Here's a Pack Beast. They have a counterspell. Wouldn't be surprised if they had a counterspell because, like, we played no card worth countering yet. That's pretty good, too. All right. Listen. You know? So you're telling me there's a chance. There you go. All right, dude. The Guardian. That does die to Exhale or Snare if it deals damage. All right. So we can Outrider here, or we can 4 mana Bargain. Try to make a green land drop. I kind of like that. Then we make a land have Exhale up too. Yeah, Karn's not having it. He's done. So, all right, take these 2. Play Forest. And say go. Now we have the end of combat step Exhale. This thing loses hexproof when it's dealt damage. And there's a little known stop in the combat step called the end of combat step, where creatures have dealt their damage, but they're still attacking. All right, so they're going to Sage their Wayfinder, make it into a 5/5. Jeez. All right, that's fine. And then they're going to attack. I almost don't mind a double block here. Like, this card sucks. This card drew a card already, so that's fine. And they use a trick here. Great. All right, so we're going to full control. Take 6. Now we are in the end of combat step. We are still in combat. But this is attacking, but has lost hexproof, and we're going to exhale. Auto pay, and we reveal the armament dragon, I think, not the trick. They have a trick of their own. Snakes can go. Okay. Is there a problem, Karn? You okay back there? Okay. Now we've got they have 5 cards. We have 7 cards. That lifelink renew card is pretty tempting to put on this flyer. I like to get them to do that first. I also want to cast the Sentinel with the Dragon already in play. Get a little value there, too. It might just be cast Dragon as it says 6-7 and say go. And see how they react to it. Otherwise, we put like Leopard Outrider. Not planning on blocking with Dragon. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go Outrider, Armament Dragon. I don't have green. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. I'm just the stupidest. Totally blind. No idea what's going on. Oblivious to the world. Damn, man. Damn, indeed. I have a forest. Oh, I'm a freaking...
Waka waka.
Just did a bad thing.
Anyway. Whoever wanted that mismatched land redemption, you're getting your money's worth here. Let's do this. I'm going to make this into... Think about the bodies for snare. We think they're kind of rule heavy too, so sure. Do that and say go. I'm good. I'm great. I'm fine. How are you? They play another dragon. Betor, kin to all. And they draw a card. Okay, we've got some work to do now. So now you have snare and exhale. We draw a land. It's pretty bad. We can Leroy snare 1 and then exhale to finish off the other one. If they have a trick, we're dead, but whatever. Could be better, could be worse. This costs 2. Exhale costs 2. Sentinel seems unnecessary. We can still cast it, though. Exhale kills creature after damage, so... Alright, so we're going to do this. We're going to attack. I would like to snare... What would I rather have available for... Yeah, let's snare the Guardian and kill the... Well, they also might not block, too. So... And we're at freaking... We're at 8. Damn, man. There's no other blocking here. It's not a chance. So... This draws a card. Whatever. Maybe they think that, like, the affinity is why I attacked, but I just can't imagine a block here ever, yeah. So, that's fine. We Cove. Not drawing it. If you were an untapped land here, could have went Stormbrew, remove a counter. Would have been a pretty big game. But, let's play our stuff and say go. Decent chance we just die here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we... Oh, wait, hold on. Nah, that's 2 targets, so we can't fizzle it. Yeah, we're dead. Alright, that's fine. They do fight. I would have gained 4 life and still died, so... yeah, that's tough. Their deck looks pretty good. I guess these cards are stains, but whatever. Yeah. Whatever. That's fine. Can we play this game differently? I'm not sure we could play it differently this game. Like... Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. Whatever, it's fine. 6-2, one more shot at it. Not gonna lie, folks, I want this one. We're gonna keep... Get a Plants. Opponent takes a mulligan? Wow. Who mulligans? Not me. Definitely not me. Wouldn't mind drawing Siege again. Yeah, that card's really good. Haven't seen it that all. For the fact that we're 6-2, we have seen Siege a surprisingly few amount of times. We've drawn Warden a lot, but that was a good draw. All right, well, now we got all our colors. Tron online. Look at our Forest. And hopefully never draw the other Sentinel. And we got Leopard into Outrider, the insane beatdown curve. They play in tap lands. All right. What can we do, right? Lay the beats. There you go. We making a 4-3 or 2 creatures? Probably 2 creatures with 2 kill spells in our hand. Reason being that we want to play around a kill spell, so we have blockers covered. So that card's really good. That's a good one. All right, untap. Now the question is, do we just kill that with the snare? I kind of think we do, honestly. Let's attack first, see the block, obviously, but... Yeah, I kind of hate this, but we literally can't beat, like, 2 birds, so we're just gonna kill that, and, get it for a chunk and say go. And hope they don't got better things to do. Teamer often has some pretty chunky cards, so it's definitely scary, but this card is just... A, very good, and B, very good against us. These 1-1 flyers are insane against 2-1. Fresh start. That's not bad for us. Ugh, that is bad for us. Alright, that's pretty bad.
You look terrible.
Get some lands. We draw Abzan, Devotee. Terrible attack now, so we just play this guy. It's got Menace as a 2-1. I guess I'll make it 2-2, I think. Make it 2-2, say go. You fresh start the Leopard because, like, whatever else you fresh start... Oh. Oh. Alright, well, I figured they targeted this because they, you just can't target anything else with it because it's like, we'll just kill the fresh start, but they actually have a Quarry Steel Cutter, which is not good. And that is going to be pretty hard to beat with our motley crew of shitty 2-2s and stuff. And we drew a land. So we don't really have any good anything here. All of our trades are heinous, and we're in trouble. Let's go. Not just a standard card. It's all lands. 16-21. I mean, we draw Siege, that'd be insane, obviously. Drawing most big spells. Everyone chant Siege in chat, please. Every single person. I need you to type in Siege in all capital letters over and over and over and over again. And you two folks also. They mill a Blizzard and a Trawlers. That is awesome for us. This card cube worthy? Yeah, absolutely. This card's insane. Man, they have Focus the Mind too. They're like doing it. Their Motley Crew currently better than our Motley Crew. That without the Focus the Mind, I think we're actually in okay shape because they've been 2 ridiculously good cards. But all right, we draw a Dragon, which is fine. We probably just cast it. Start winning in the air if possible. Trick-wise, like, none of their cards are worth anything. So, like, wasting a trick to kill a 2-1 is pretty awful. So, yeah, sure. Play Dragons, they go. And then move the counters from nothing. Say go. Yeah, I mean, some big cards. Really want to draw Siege. I don't think chat's chanting loud enough. You see chat over here? Look at the chat over here, folks. Right here. Look at this. Look at the chat over here, right? I want to see this shit flying. Like I'm actually a popular streamer, okay? Like I'm like, I don't know. I'm so scared to say a popular streamer's name because they've probably been canceled at this point for doing horrible things. Like, is Ludwig good? Is that a popular streamer? Mr. Beast is still okay, right? Whatever. Just something big. Draw Trawlers. Day 9's great, sure. I'm looking for like, you know, Ninja, like Fortnite, like bam, 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 make the chat go. All right, so a bit's great. Those are great too. Not fast enough though. I guess I'll go faster for this. Empty Graveyard. Just gonna attack in the air. They have a relic too. They can't actually use it though because they need another color. So we attack. I mean, at this sort of null game state, it's not like the end of the world, right? Chat's going mid-fast. Mid-fast. I could see chat being a little more impressive than this. Here's land 8. And they just say go again. Okay, well. What more can I say? Sending in a creature to like put a card in the graveyard for Trawlers is kind of pointless at this point, I think. Just gonna attack. Honestly, the Devotee could attack. Because, like, they block me for current. Songcrafter Mage. Oh, they can Blizzard here? Oh my god, this is a disaster. Oh my god.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not gonna do what everyone thinks I'm gonna do. Flip out, man.
I am actually gonna freak out. Alright. That's pretty insane. Can you please just draw Siege? They have now cast multiple draw 3s. Alright. So they go. Manu's got it. There we go.
My own personal flurry.
Chat's starting to get it. Oh my god. Their deck is unreal. Alright. Sure. Dragon Claw Strike. Pay 2 life. Flurry. And they need to play a creature to trigger this. Oh, I'm sorry. It's combat. So, okay. That's bad. Might be dead here, folks. They've drawn literally like 15 more cards than us this game. Let me draw another Exhale. Okay. Still no Siege. You're all doing a really bad job at summoning Siege at the top of my deck. Really, really bad.
Fool of a took.
We're R6-2. Like, we're playing for a trophy. Our deck is probably the worst deck I've ever drafted in this format. So, the fact that we're even here is phenomenal, you know? Siege ain't doing shit. I think that, like, if we are going to win this game, it involves Siege. You know? Alright. Maybe that deck wasn't bad. Our deck's pretty bad. Like, we just played Warden 4 times and our opponent never killed it, which should never happen, so. This thing is a Vigilance, Trample, Ward. We have Exhale. No first strike, right? All right. Opponent is playing this very timidly. They now have a relic too, so that's bad. Maybe they deck? Are we at that point of the game now? Like, if they deck, we can win? Right. That's pretty sketchy. They kill my non-creature, and I have Trawlers in my hand. And I draw a Tactician when they kill a token. That's a little fishy, honestly. It's a little fishy. I think the 2/1 Menace is probably more threatening, right? Sure. Also, no attacks. Oh, come on. Terrible tap. What are we doing here? All right. Seiko. Auto tapper just did not do us any favors. Obviously, the exhale on this will require a ward, but something's got to go pretty wrong for us to win this game, but
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Nice deck. All right, sure. Their deck's pretty good. Man, how good is Songcrafter Mage with the Steel Cutter too, right? When all your rares work together. All right, so they're going to do all of this.
You will now receive the Fist of Fury.
They deal a bunch, gain a bunch. They draw a card off Dragon Claw. Okay. Sure. Pass the blockers. It's a trample. It's got trample too. Come on. Can I even survive here? 8, 16. If I could cast double XL, I could survive. Oh, I have EVOD. Never mind, we're fine. So double exhale the dragon. Take 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We are still alive. Probably have more spells, honestly, but all right, sure. Maybe a meteor hits their house, you know? It's a good deck, folks. Listen, we take this one all the way to the bank, all right? If going 6-3 with this deck is so far above expectation, I can't even begin to describe to you, you know? So we hit the rank floor also, which is great. All in all, that was incredible. All right, listen, we didn't quite get there, but I'll take this in a heartbeat. This deck was a pile of trash.
Still a piece of garbage.
Just one of the worst concoctions of cards. It's now happened to us a few times where we like just tried to be the 5-color dragon deck and it was just 10,000% not there. And we didn't get any good rares for it or anything. It ended up with just a pile of shit that's like super reliant on uncommons. We did get the Siege and the Revival. I think if we had just been like black, white, splash, green, like our deck would have been pretty good, honestly. But yeah, just a pile of garbage and got very lucky, and that happens sometimes, you know? Listen, you gotta play to your outs, you know? Also, we played Warden 4 times and it literally never died. So don't expect those things to happen, but when you are in the dumps with a terrible deck, play. You gotta play, you gotta fight through and try and scrap those wins together too. So good stuff, we'll take it. Episode 23 is coming up. You two folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.